yeah.
People like that.
Hello.
Good morning. Good
afternoon. Morning.
Guten Tag.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I know today is President's Day.
Yes.
Is that right? Happy President's Day. This is why I have my husband here. He is free today, so I was like, oh, I'm going to snag you and put you on Facebook Live. Is that okay?
Yes. As long as I have coffee.
Right. So for those of you who do not know, this is my husband, Derek. And his name is Derek Justin McLeod. So he actually DJs weddings sometimes. And what's funny is that his initials, we were just saying, is DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And then his first and last name is... oh, wait, no.
It says DJ MC. MC for McLeod. So it's meant to be...
That could be your DJ name.
I think so.
DJ MC. That's kind of cheesy, though.
Or awesome, depending who you talk to.
So I wanted to snag Derek and put him on here. I think wedding DJs are one of the most confusing vendors to book for weddings. I have a bride group, and I asked them, I said, what was the most confusing, kind of tricky thing to book? And the second most popular answer was the wedding DJ. And I'll agree, I don't know a whole lot about wedding DJs, except that I've seen them at weddings when I'm taking pictures. So Derek here is going to share a couple tips for you guys. I think he has 10 tips for things that you need to know about hiring a DJ. So
yes.
I'll hand it over to you. I feel like we need a microphone.
And I think Audrey knows a lot about DJing because she's married to a wedding DJ.
Yeah.
And, so I think having a good, solid wedding DJ is one of the most important parts of the wedding. In addition to a good photographer. I've heard just horror stories. Audrey told me one story about a DJ who, while DJing, he brought out a camera and then got in the way of her shots.
Yeah.
I was at a different wedding where the DJ was playing music so loud you couldn't hear.
Yeah,
it was
I was
just
there too.
Kind of a little bit crazy.
It was bad.
I recently got hired to DJ, and then the guy was like, I just want to be sure you're not going to get drunk and go crazy. I was like, dude, no, I'm not going to do that. So you want to make sure, number one, you get a quality DJ, and with a quality DJ is you're going to probably have to pay for it a little bit. So I would say to budget, if you can, at least $1,000. And there's a lot of work that goes behind DJing. It's not like if the wedding starts at 5 p.m., that DJ might be there as early as 1 p.m. Right. So it's kind of a whole day thing. And there's a lot of preparation too when you DJ. Picking the right music, and not just picking the right songs, but playing them at the right time. And there's a lot of precision.
Yeah.
So, you just want to make sure you got someone that knows what they're doing with a little bit of experience. I'd say the second thing is you need to discuss with the DJ what kind of music you like. One thing that's really fun is, each bride and groom is different. I DJ'd a wedding where they went 80s rock ballads the whole time. Super fun. I DJ'd a wedding where they went Irish music. And then, a lot of weddings, they just want the classic wedding songs.
Yeah.
And so, also tell that DJ, oh, I want the line dancing. I want, what are those famous wedding songs?
Yeah, like Cupid Shuffle but then some brides I know are like, oh, I do not want that song at my wedding.
Yeah.
So that's something you would coordinate with your DJ and say, hey, don't play this song. Even if someone asks about it, don't play it.
Yeah, and going in that vein too, if you want to be particular, I've had some brides that would literally make a Spotify playlist. They're like, these are the songs I want. Yeah. I've had weddings where they say, we're not taking requests, or I had a bride say, you can take requests, but then never play it. So, it's all fair, but really the bride is in charge of the wedding and the groom a little bit too.
Yeah.
But you need to find a DJ that's just willing to, you know, just make it work and have a good attitude. So we're here to serve.
Yeah.
You know, when you book your DJ, you want to also be prepared to tell the DJ, oh, I want a first dance song or not, father-daughter dance song, mother-son, those kind of things. Those are songs that you want to pick. If you leave it up to the DJ, they're going to pick a song you probably won't like. But that should be something meaningful.
Yeah. And a lot of times, too, I know Derek does this with his couples. He will ask them to send them the exact version of the song. So there's a lot of songs I know that have different versions or remixes or people that sing it. So he definitely wants to make sure he finds the same exact version, because that would be pretty bad if you had your first dance and it's a Ed Sheeran song and it's someone else singing it, or he has a bunch of different versions of it.
Or it's the acoustic version, you want the rock version, or you want the radio edit, you know, that kind of thing. And, you know, DJs are there to work for you. So I've had some brides say, play this song at exactly 1 minute and 17 seconds. So you want a DJ that is kind of organized, and you know, because we're musicians, you gotta really hunt for the right person.
Yeah. One thing y'all might not know is Derek is a musician, so that's kind of his background is in music, and you've played music your whole life, really.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how you got into DJing weddings. You just had all this music equipment, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna use this in DJ weddings.
Yeah. Definitely. And you know, if you do know about DJ gear, it's helpful when you talk to the DJ. You know, what kind of speakers do you have? But chances are you probably don't know. But you can at least ask them, and that'll give them an opportunity to say what they're bringing. When I write a contract, I'll say, you know, I'm bringing 2 microphones, 2 speakers, 2 speaker stands. I'm very specific.
Yeah.
And one thing Audrey mentioned is, you know, some DJs bring like a light show.
Yes.
And I don't recommend that at all, because it's very hard to do a really good light show. And if you are doing a fancy light show production, then you should be charging like $1 million.
Right.
I mean, it's...
Now, I'll say I've gone to weddings and I photograph them, and they do have the DJ bring lights. Sometimes they can be like uplighting, and it just makes the room a color. And that's cool. But then sometimes I've seen DJs bring out these like disco crazy lights, and if that's your style, that's okay. But if it's not your style, definitely check with your DJ, especially if it's with the venue that you booked. Definitely check with them, because you would hate to be like, hey, at the wedding, telling the DJ, can you stop playing the crazy lights? And it affects your photos as well. So sometimes if you have those bright colors all over the place, then you're going to be those colors in your photos. Yeah. If you have like green lights on your face and stuff like that. That's just something to think about. We were both saying that our style, like if I could pick and choose, I would lean more towards not having the crazy lights, because that's just my style. And DJ... You were saying that too. And
also, you know, most wedding venues, you're spending a good bit of money. They're already going to have beautiful white Christmas lights, if you will. And that the ambience and the atmosphere will already be very pretty. So you don't need a DJ bringing, you know, $200, $300 lights and kind of making it look crazy, or a strobe light. Yeah. I think it's just, overall, I've never been to a wedding where they had lights, and I've never said, oh, this is just really classy. It's more on the cheesy side, so that's just something you can think about. Maybe if the DJ has like video examples of what their setup is, that's something you could look into. So, and you know, I'd say there's no perfect playlist as well. So you know, you might ask the DJ, what songs do you typically play, and they can say that, but you know, if there was a perfect playlist, I would find it, and I'd do that at each and every wedding. But sometimes you gotta look at the crowd, and oh, they need a slow song right now, that would work really well. And I do recommend that every once in a while, like a slow dance song. Especially when you have multiple generations. You have your grandparents, and they might like a Frank Sinatra slow song or something.
Yeah.
Another thing that's kind of fun that I started doing is, maybe a sing along like Journey, "Don't Stop Believing." I mean that when played at the right time, that could be really cool.
People love that song.
Yeah.
People go crazy.
And,
it still surprises me at every wedding when they start playing like the intro to that song. People are like, "Oh my gosh, that song!" And I'm like, "Okay."
And if the bride and groom are around our age, sometimes Backstreet Boys, "I Want It That Way," that can be a fun sing along. But I'll talk to the bride and groom. Do you want some sing alongs? Do you want just the hits? Do you what kind of thing? Another strategy that's helpful, and this is my secret of the trade, so I'm just gonna put it out on the internet because I want people to have good weddings, is you have to break the ice with dancing. And to break the ice, I like to get the groomsmen and bridesmaids on the dance floor first song. And that's just a trick that I discovered on accident one day.
Yeah.
And it works because those bridesmaids and groomsmen, they got your back. They will dance to anything. If they're good friends, which I hope they are, I mean, they're gonna go out of their comfort zone. And once you get people dancing, it's easy to continue that.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part. And a good DJ can work the crowd where they're playing the right songs at the right time. Sometimes I'm DJing, you play a song, you're like, "Oh no, this isn't working." You fade it out, put a new one in.
Yeah. I'll say that too, because like with taking pictures, sometimes the reception, as a photographer, sometimes I'll take photos of the reception for like 3 to 4 hours. That's a lot of photos. That's like a lot. So if the crowd is not dancing, or if nothing's going on and people are just sitting around, that does not give me much to photograph. And it can be so awkward. And it's almost like I'll ask my second shooter, I'm like, "I feel like we should go out there and dance to get people going." If the DJ is struggling to get them out there, and each wedding's different and stuff like that. But if you want dancing and it's just not, and your DJ's playing slow songs, you can probably request, "Hey, can you play a fast song?" But I really think it should be their own discretion to know, like, this is what you do to fix that. They should already have a plan in place.
And also, when you book your venue, see if that venue has Wi-Fi, like available Wi-Fi for the DJ. As a DJ, I'm able to download all the songs onto my computer, and that's fine. But if you have Wi-Fi, then at any time the bride can say, "Oh, play this song," and I can pull it up and download it and whatnot. So we're going through points, and one other thing I want to say is you want to have a DJ with a fun personality. You're not just playing music, you're speaking, you're working the crowd. The DJ announces the arrival of the wedding party, when and how to get food, the cutting of the cake, special dance songs, when and how to send the bride and groom off. So, when you're talking to a person on the phone, do they seem confident? Do they seem competent? Or are they just kind of struggling with their words? If they're struggling talking to you on the phone, they might not be that good on the mic. But, that takes it takes a while, though. It does take experience and practice. Just, "All right, guys, get ready," So you really want to have that oomph behind you. So most of the time when I get hired to DJ a wedding, it's for the reception. So I have my reception package, but I do have a lot of couples that will hire me for the reception and the ceremony, and that's a completely different thing. With the ceremony, there's a lot of precision to it. There's timing and looking at the ceremony. So you might play a song and start it at this place and fade it in and fade it out. But also an experienced DJ can feel a moment too. There are times where you have a unity candle going on, or you just see that the bride and groom just need a couple more seconds.
Yeah.
You know, as an experienced DJ, I'm thinking I'm gonna give this song a little extra,
Right.
and work it, and I'm just paying attention to all the details.
Yeah.
Last but not least is you want to have a good wedding planner if possible. As a DJ, I want to be talking to the wedding planner, and you know, if I have questions, I don't want to ask the bride or groom like,
Right.
hey, what am I supposed to do next?
Right.
Like the wedding planner, those are all questions I direct towards
Yeah.
him or her.
Yeah.
And
You wouldn't believe how many weddings that I've been to that the DJ will ask me as the photographer, hey, do you know what's coming up next? Do you know what's happening next?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think this is happening, but there should be a planner talking to you about this. That's not really my job. So I do, you know, I like to help out the other vendors if they are struggling as a photographer. I'm like, hey, I think they're going to cut the cake soon. I think that's what is next. That's on my schedule. But it depends. So,
yeah, it's you know, having a wedding planner, it just makes things go so much more smooth. And I'm sure you've interviewed wedding planners before. We have, and if you ever need recommendations of people, we're more than happy to do that. And my business is called theweddingpartyatl.com, and I'd love to help you with your wedding. If it's not me, I can give you some good suggestions of people.
Yeah. And I think too, like one really great thing, I always tell Derek if I go to a wedding and I'm like, hey, they had a DJ and this is what happened.
Yeah.
More times than not, you've probably heard all these stories, and I think just having a good knowledge of music, and you know, there's so many weddings where little details like if you are going to have your vows and you want them to be heard with the audience, like have a mic. So everyone can hear what you're saying. Like that is such a struggle I've seen. And Derek's done weddings that I've been to, and it's just like flawless. There's no squealing or the mic. I've been to so many weddings where it like fades in and out, and it might be their equipment that they have, or just, you know, you're working in different environments and you don't know how it's going to end up.
Yeah.
So little things like that. And even like I've been to weddings where there's so many different stories, but like the first dance, I was at a wedding and the DJ thought that they were finished dancing and they were about to do this like really cool jump that they practiced, and he thought they were done because they walked away from each other and they were gonna do like if y'all have seen Dirty Dancing where he like lifts her up. So the DJ stopped the song because he thought they were done. Talk about the most awkward moment ever, because he stopped it and everyone else could kind of tell like, hey, I don't think they were done.
Yeah.
So just kind of like talking to your DJ about things like that, or even having, you know, you have music experience, like you were saying, you can kind of feel the moment, and feel what's going to happen. That really comes into play, and that for a couple, they had to redo their first dance, and so they could do the part that they practiced and choreographed, and that was probably not even in their minds thinking, oh, we should tell our DJ that we're going to do this. So
Yeah.
just little things like that make a big difference. So
And I think, you know, if you're working with a good DJ, they're going to have a questionnaire that they'll send you as well.
Yeah.
Over my experience and with Audrey's help too,
Yeah.
made a questionnaire, and you know, that works out all those details too. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, having a wedding planner can make a DJ's life so much better.
Yeah.
Because I
And
always have a wedding
photographer.
planner. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the wedding planner's like, okay, in 2 songs, I need you to do the cutting of the cake, and you know, then I can plan out the right songs and you know, make the moments fit. So.
Well, we just did a wedding together, and Derek DJ'd the wedding, but he only did the ceremony, right? Not the reception for Rebecca's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So you would think, oh, that's not even that that's not hard. But they had so many intricate details with their ceremony because they did a lot of Irish traditions.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of like songs that started here and ended here. And it was like flawless. I remember I was taking pictures and I'm like, wow, he did it. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like right when she started walking down, it played this song at that moment. And it really kind of adds to the whole vibe and feel of your wedding. It's not just like, oh, play the song, have your friend play the song on their iPod. It's more, I think it's more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. You guys, thanks for tuning in.
Yay.
And let us know if you have any more questions.
Yeah. So exciting. And it's like our goal and dream to do more weddings together because like, hello, we get to spend the day together. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
So if you guys are having me photograph your wedding and you're looking for a DJ, I highly recommend Derek, and vice versa. I know you recommend me.
Yes, of course.
To take pictures. So
Best
really
photographer ever.
Aw, best DJ ever. so much cheesiness happening. But thanks for watching. Hope you'll have a good rest of your President's Day.
God bless America.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later. Bye.